It's been 50 years since the War of the Wilds, and still nothing grows on the Kindlelands. The exact day the flora of the world stood up and ravaged the cities of the Graynor Peninsula is lost to the ages. After the Great Fire tore its way from west to east, turning the land barren and fallow, the otherworldly patrons, the guides, and the great cities of the Kindlelands worked together in their own way to bring a kind of peace to a war-torn people. It is a gentle, delicate balance, and something or someone threatens it. Welcome to Another Path. My name is Chase, and I'll be your GM. Today we find our heroes in Despera, join up with a new companion, and see some old friends. Remember that the best way to support the show is to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/anotherpath. For as little as $2 a month, you can hang out with us in our Discord chat, which is a great place to talk about games, D&D, and podcasting in general. You can also receive on-air thanks for donating. On that note, I'd like to thank Kim and Jeremy for their continued support. With that, sit back, relax, and enjoy your trip down another path.
Here's some really good can opening Foley for you.
That's some good can opening Foley.
Fucking peaked my
Got
audacity.
yourself got one of them monster revives there.
I do.
Nice. That peach tea.
Yes, the peach tea dough.
That peach tea dough.
That peach tea dough.
Sponsored by Monster.
Not really.
We're not.
No.
Dude, if only, man.
We're not inspired by no.
Although
Yo, hit us up though.
Monster, call me.
although two of us are playing monsters. Are dragons
I'm just
monsters?
gonna let
I don't think so. Are we?
I don't know.
Depends on how racist you're feeling that
Yeah,
day.
or how orcish do I want to be right now? And then Mordecai is a shifter, so he could be
I'm
a
descended
monster.
from monsters.
But then you also turn into monsters.
Well, turn into beasts. Are dogs monsters, Ryan? Is that what you're saying?
Some days,
Ryan Albrecht against dogs. News at 5.
some days, my dog is certainly a monster.
Okay, well. You raise a decent
Think
point.
monster should vote.
But they have to be of age.
All right, that's our one. That's our one Mabim Bam quote.
I used it for the week.
Woo!
I saw an opportunity and I
That's a
took
spicy
it.
meatball.
Oh boy.
Ah, Jesus. It's good to be back.
Can we talk about Vine as an art form? And how nothing will ever be Vine as an art form?
It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
for real though.
Rip.
Like
Rip Vine.
the constraints that you're under, combined with it's also a visual medium, but it's also supposed to be funny. Like nothing quite like that, and
Right.
it was public too. So it's not like Snapchat,
Yeah.
where you can only see it if you're friends,
Mm-hmm.
and then Snapchats go die. Like Vine, it's a unique art form. It's kind of like the 140 character tweet joke that is no longer a thing.
Also rip.
Rip tweet joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also Rip.
And that
Come on, what are you doing, Twitter?
Making it much easier for us to talk about D&D on Twitter. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, that's
Fair
fair,
play.
fair.
and that is the sad corner with Ryan.
Why don't we talk about your
We're very
level
good
ups
at
real
this.
quick? Give us the quick flyover on level
on.
6.
Oh my gosh,
Griffin,
guys.
wait.
I'm so
Griffin,
excited.
Griffin, can you give us a level up noise?
Like with my mouth or with like technology?
With your mouth. We are, in fact, professional podcasters now.
right.
ba-da-na-na-na-na-na-ba-da.
Is your fucking name Griffin?
On Tuesdays.
Oh, all right.
Not a Tuesday.
That's also true.
Carry on.
But now I want to hear Griffins.
No, you've swept the rug out from under me. You don't get that.
It was a mimic.
okay.
The rug
You've-
it was a mimic.
A joke everyone can relate to.
No, because if it was a mimic, I would somehow end up inside of it, and it didn't happen this time.
Who says you're not inside of it now?
So level ups.
Yeah.
All right.
Your name is only Griffin when you're inside a mimic.
I'm in the wrong headspace.
Zach, what was your
I
level
took-
up?
Oh, well, Ryan, I'm so glad you asked what my level up was. You see, the good old Griffin there, who's currently, I think, hiding,
That was face palming.
Oh, good.
Head desking. Excuse me.
While I was, back in Ohio for the holidays, me and the Griff were sitting around chatting, and he brought up the good idea that, with Zephyr beginning his journey into, being a thespian, it would be a good idea to maybe take a few levels into Bard. So this level up begins that journey. Level 1 Bard. Level 5 Warlock. We're sitting pretty.
What a combination.
Excellent.
So
I got level 1.
I got I got a couple extra level 1 spell slots. So I've got 2 of those. I took these spells Cure Wounds, Disguise Self, Comprehend Languages, Sleep, and then I also got the cantrips of Light and Minor Illusion. So,
nice.
Wow.
That fills out your kit.
Yeah.
quite a bit.
That's a lot
yes,
better.
yes, it does.
Now,
well, I mean, Griffin, you sat there and helped me pick most of those, I do believe, after our last recording.
Oh,
sesh,
that's
so.
fair. That was just like a month ago.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a whole while. I had to be like, what did I take? I don't even remember.
so here's a mechanics question, Zach Rob.
Yes.
When you cast a spell as a warlock, you automatically cast that at the highest level possible, correct?
Yes. So as of right now, I have 2 level 3 spell slots, and then I have my 2 level 1 Bard spell slots that I can still use with my Warlock spells.
But you can only cast at level 1.
Yeah.
So you do actually have
That
to
was the
declare
thing,
now.
there's-
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a thing. Like we were looking into it in the multi-classing section of the player's handbook. It specifically calls out pact magic, which is the warlock magic, and you can use your. He could use his bard spells at that level 3, I believe, of the warlock, and you can cast your warlock spells at the level 1 of your
Interesting.
bard slots. It's really
Yeah.
interesting.
So I have a lot of room to kind of do what I'd like, which is super nice.
Yeah, makes you a lot more flexible.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did take a nice loot.
Excellent.
Nice. You also get bardic inspiration, right?
Yeah, I do get bardic inspiration, so I have
Hell
I
yeah.
think 3 die
Yep.
of that, so I can inspire and use guidance.
And what
So-
what level what D4 or is it D4?
It's a D6 to start off
inspiration?
with, and then it keeps going up.
And then guidance is a D4, so I can get people some hella buffs.
All right.
Yeah, boy.
So let's move on to Griffin.
Hey
then.
Griffin. What was your level up, Griffin?
Mine is very simple.
Sorry,
In the
hold
constant
on.
debates.
Sorry, hold on. I'm sorry. I apologize. Let me take another. Yes.
Take it again.
Mr. Mordecai, Shifter Times here.
Yes.
We'd like to know how you continue down this strange barbarian druid path. What is your next step?
Well, oh shit, should I do this in character voice?
I mean, if you want.
I don't fucking know.
I mean, I think
I
so.
don't know. Well, nah, not feeling it.
That's fair.
In the constant battle every time I level to decide between barbarian and druid, I think that I'm going to. I took a barbarian level, and I think it's gonna be my last barbarian level for a while. So I'm now a level 4 barbarian, level 2 druid. That basically got me an ability score improvement,
Which is
but
good.
I haven't had one yet, so it's very handy.
Nice.
So my strength went up to 16, and my con went up to 14.
Nice.
So I got to boost 2 things, and the con is actually a big help for me. I'm up to 55 hit points, which is nice and beefy now.
Nice.
And my unarmored defense as a barbarian is based off of con as well. So my base AC is now 14.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Which, if I'm shifted and have my shield out, I can bring that up to 17, which is super
that's
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I currently only have 41 hit points, so I at one point I was doing pretty good, and then you two have very steadily sort of
Yeah.
opened
That
the
is
gap
how dice
between-
tend to work.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, dice.
Yeah. So yeah, and I think for we'll see how the game plays out. I kind of want to level based on how I'm playing the character, but I think I'm gonna start trying to catch up some druid levels.
Because you are 3 and 3 right now.
4 and 2.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I think that
yeah.
definitely works. 'Cause he was talking to me about it earlier, and I was saying, thinking back to our last few episodes, most of the Mordecai highlights are him being a baller druid and ice knife and disco balls and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I wanna get up to that point. I want to start pursuing that path a bit more. Especially because at least up to 6. I just really was hungry for that ability score improvement.
No, that's fair.
That's
Sometimes
a
you just
thing.
got to take an ability score improvement.
All right, so is that Mordecai?
That'd be
then?
me.
Mr. Silver, with your humanity put into question here, what does that mean for your fighting career as it develops?
I can't do the voice either right now. I just want to
It's weird.
I just want to mimic Zach's voice. That's all I want to do.
How do you see that, Gov?
You see, I was thinking about multi-classing myself, see, and
Whoa, so we
wow.
gonna be a party of multi-classes?
well,
We gotta be all a
I was
multi
until I
class.
just realized I just peaked really, really badly there. So, no, I was going to multi-class because of Gaia and as a nice, how did Planeswatch change Jackson? But it turns out that in the Player's Handbook, there are prerequisites
Yeah, there
for
are.
multi-classing, which, strangely enough, Jackson, with his stat array, did not meet a single multi-class requirement.
None at all?
None.
Holy shit!
None. Not a single
Not even like
one.
dex-based ones.
Maybe, but most of them were, if it was Dex, you had to also have
Gotcha.
something else with it.
So, like, you couldn't do, like, a rogue, maybe?
Maybe, but
Well, yeah,
that
they don't
wouldn't
fit,
that wouldn't
but-
make any sense. So I was looking at Paladin, but that didn't quite fit. So what I've actually done is I took fighter level 6, which takes me up to 68 hit points.
Nice.
I'm a little
Oh my goodness.
I'm a little sad that it's 68.
Oh,
Oh.
missed opportunities.
This is where we all go, oh, nice.
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 What I did do is I took my ability score improvement and I dumped both points into wisdom to take my wisdom up to a 13.
So
And-
maybe next time.
Next time I level, that qualifies me to actually multi-class into cleric.
I like that.
There you are.
I like that a lot.
It takes you a little longer than you
Yeah.
wanted, but
It'll take me
I
a little
like it.
longer, but it's okay. And I'm currently eyeballing. At level 1, clerics get their domain, and I'm eyeballing war cleric, which would just be real cool.
That's super fitting. I mean, from a little bit of a mechanical standpoint speaking, fighter and paladin, they have a lot of shit that overlaps. I think
they
taking
do.
cleric's a really good pick for you.
I think it works. Obviously, I don't have it right now, but eventually, I will be able to cast healing spells.
Also, eventually, channel that divinity.
Channel that divinity.
Also, too.
Divinity,
Because,
that
that's
channel.
always nice.
So it was a lot of thought went into this level up for me to roll a hit point die and put 2 points into wisdom, and that was it. Like, ultimately, that's all I did,
Yeah.
but it took me a couple of days to figure it out.
Yeah, no, you and I were talking for a little while trying to figure out what was going to make the most sense. Because the
Yeah.
other problem with Paladin is that it takes a minute for them to get cool. It's like they
Yeah.
start
Yeah.
off with a lot of neat stuff, but...
They don't get their oath until level 3.
Right.
So you can Divine Smite right out the gate, but
Yeah,
That's
that's something
it.
I'm bummed about with Bard is that it's just going to take me a bit. I'm thinking that when it happens, when I get my Bard college, I'm thinking College of Whispers, though.
God, that's so fitting.
that's pretty true.
God, I
hot
mean-
damn, that would work for me.
I mean, if nothing else, we can say this, your characters are all very on brand.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we
Alright.
are all trained actors.
Well,
That
We
is...
know,
that, there
we know
is
how to write
that.
a goddamn backstory.
Alright. So are we ready to hop on in? It's a quiet 3 days ride from the inn out there to Despera, and there's little to do but think. The quiet desolation does little to help your mood. While you held your own against the invading force, you had confusion and disorganization on your side. The ride is uneasy, with an unspoken tension percolating between Jackson and the final flight. After a day or two, Jeremiah is able to smooth things over with the less combat proficient of the party. While potentially cold, Jackson's methods were not out of line. Though Jeremiah repeats in private, he is definitely looking forward to his pay. Your new companion, Wyatt, becomes a jovial sort after a day or so. While he laments
Hey, he came with us.
While he laments the temporary loss of his family business, once he realizes how far up this goes, he resolves to travel with you, like it or not. His inn was gutted in the line of defense of the crown, and certainly his king will provide him with suitable coin to repair, and if need be, rebuild. It is early morning when you reach the gates, and you are met by a messenger. He hands a scroll off to Jeremiah and runs off. Jeremiah looks it over, sighs, and leads the horses deeper into the city. You guys got some time to talk.
In the time we've been on the road, has Tiny Pony Benjamina returned from Mom?
It has. There isn't so much of a note. Like the note is pretty perfunctory.
Yeah.
Just mentioning like it's been, thank you for I have shared your information with the appropriate sources. Thank you very much for writing. I will see you soon.
Cool. Yeah, I love you too. Bureaucrats.
Good letter?
Yeah, it was great.
Good. What's wrong?
Are you alright?
Yeah. I'm just...
I don't believe you. Wait, hold on.
Let me see if I don't believe you.
I've rolled a 19 insight. I don't believe you.
No, I just heard back from Mom. Nothing really to report back on her end of things. And I was just hoping for a little more.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's alright.
Well, we are in the city. You know what that means, don't you, Mordecai?
I can go visit...
Time to...
Oh, what?
It's time to go check in at the Fantasy BN.
No, it has a name now. It has a name now, remember?
Does it?
Yep.
What is it?
It's the BMP. It's the Bureau of Magical Persons.
Oh, the Bureau of Magical Persons. I like it.
Yes, it
BMP.
is.
Son of a
Okay,
bitch.
bye, guys.
But I've been here already. Why do they need to hear from me
Oh,
again?
actually... Wait, I go, actually, and I go to Jackson, I grab him, like, you're coming with me, actually.
Wait.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
Does
someone
that
can
count?
cast magics now.
But I'm not a warlock or a druid.
I mean, does it
That's true.
count that he can cast magics now?
Anybody who it is the only people who have to check in at the fantasy BMP are folks using taboo magics. Technically, typical wizardry, innate abilities, and like normal wizard, like not evil wizard shit. Like necromancers definitely have to check in, but like a conjuration, transmutation, they're cool. And also specifically so that bards do not have to check in either.
Interesting.
You do not have to register your bardic abilities.
Ah.
Well, that's nice.
Any room for Zephyr to be more deceitful.
Exactly.
That is
Good.
what I go for.
All right. Well, let's
so the
go.
two of you start to lead to hop off the cart to do your check-in when Jeremiah stops you. Don't worry about that right now, guys. I got this message is directing us to go directly to the Mages Guild.
Oh,
All right.
well,
That works.
alrighty.
Score.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
looks like
don't reach up and
looks like
high-five.
Diamond wants to have a word with y'all real quick before y'all head out to wherever it is you're going next. So she'll be talking to you there, and you can go have your business after that.
Cool.
Cool. Hey, Jeremiah, question.
Yeah?
If we're supposed to go to the Magus, why did the letter go to you? That just doesn't make sense to me.
I'm driving
You're driving what, though?
the wagon.
Can I make an insight check on Jeremiah?
Yeah?
What is
Now
happening?
Jackson's all suspicious.
Yeah, for real.
6.
He's on the level.
Cool.
It's been a month, and Jackson's become super paranoid for some reason.
He's still just a little bit high.
And he just
It stays in
Dude,
your spine,
Jackson-
man. You know, one day you're just going to crack and you're going to be right back
back.
there. WBUL.
Jackson did some drugs and just never came down.
All right, let's go to the Mages Guild.
Okay.
Oh, in the time we were on the road, can I assume that I've reclaimed my spear and my machete from Loaf and Gale?
Yes.
Because I armed them up.
And
Yes, you
I'm
did.
assuming that in like 3 days, like Jeremiah or whoever had like they taught me like the 4 chords.
Canonically, you have been like working with them for a while. You did have your performance there.
Yeah.
And we'll say last night you actually had your breakthrough moment where you were kind of working on your lute, and you noticed that while you were strumming away, Jeremiah actually started to cook like a little bit better. You know, his flips were timed in tune with your music, with your bardic inspiration. The fish you had last night was musically fine. Real good
yeah.
scales on that fish.
Ooh, man.
Scales?
Ho, ha, hit, ho.
Oh, guys, we
Fuck
get to make
you.
music jokes now.
Yay!
Yeah.
A new
Yay.
echelon of jokes
More
to make.
puns for Chase. It's the best. All right.
Can I go to the salad bowl?
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay.
Oh,
Trust me. I have time for you all to do the things that you're going to want to do here. The wagon pulls up in the heart of the city to a familiar building, the Mages Guild of Despera, and at the gates, Magus Diamond. Gentlemen, please come in.
Hello.
She says with a polite smile to the 3 of you. Jeremiah actually hops down with you all and has a quick hurried discussion with the Magus. And when they break apart, Jeremiah climbs back into the coach. Mordecai, I believe you have a report for me?
Do I?
I mean,
I don't-
you've been
Oh.
taking notes yeah.
That report. Okay, yeah.
You've been chronicling our rise to
Yes.
power.
Sorry, it's kind of taken a more journalistic approach over the past couple days. I forgot this was actually going to be like an official report that a king probably reads. Ignore
That's-
the doodles in the margins. They're all PG, I promise.
I would like you to roll me at disadvantage a performance check for your drawings because you didn't think anybody would actually see them.
Ah, jeez. Okay, I rolled 2 19s, so that's an 18.
Mordecai, you are a fantastic artist. How did you not go to the Surveyors Guild?
I don't know. Dad was military and mom's mom, so
Well, I will be having words with her, certainly.
little column A, little
Right
column
then.
B.
And she gives you a little smile and she beckons you in.
Hey Griffin.
Yes, sir.
How many griffin fish were in the margins of that book?
Quite a few.
To briefly explain that joke, Griffin cannot draw worth shit, but there's like one little cartoon fish that I'm really good at drawing, and I draw it fucking everywhere. So,
I am unfamiliar with the griffin fish.
The griffin
Really?
fish is the cutest thing ever.
proceed. I will find a scrap of paper and show you in a minute.
Sorry, Chase. Nobody cares about your game anymore. We just want to see a griffin fish.
Look, this is terrible audio. The Magus leads you in and up, down the corridor to her office. She snaps her fingers. Mordecai's report actually starts to float before her as you move. The tiefling opens the door to the familiar office and moves to sit at her desk. She sighs and gestures for you all to have a seat.
Cool. I do so.
Okay. I sit down.
All right.
Yeah, I sit as well. Diamond,
Okay.
it is good to see you. Have you had your horns trimmed? They look lovely.
Not trimmed, but filed down. Thank you very much.
You know.
Regardless. Now I have been informed through reports that you are going to be heading back to the Northern Forest to inspect those central ruins again. Is that correct?
Yes. We have reason to believe that some things that we found may be pertinent to what is going on.
There's some connection to the woods there and some symbols that we've come across associated with the people who are going after the patrons. I think it's probably the next place to look for some clues.
Mordecai
Right.
dreamed a dream a time ago, a time gone by.
Dying to fire.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna push you all into a fire. All right. Bearing that in mind, and having a rough idea of what you've encountered on the road here, I wanted to make sure that y'all were well protected. While Jeremiah and Joe can handle themselves well enough, I want to send somebody who knows the lay of the land where you're going just a little bit better. You hear movement behind you, and suddenly a figure is standing in between you three, a massive panther. Simultaneously, the three of you reach forward to pet it.
Do we
however,
all need
as
to roll
you...
Can we all roll animal handling?
Yes, go ahead and do that.
That's a natural 20
Oh, man.
Excellent.
to animal
It's
handling.
only a 14.
Oh.
13.
You all reach forward to pet the kitty. However, the kitty takes a shine to Zephyr first, and then you hear a voice from behind you.
So, I see you've met Karma.
Daddy's not just a cat.
Hi.
Daddy's a person. Hello, your cat is charming.
Jeez.
I'd like to make an intelligence check.
Gentle. You may.
16. I realize that the voice is not coming out of the cat.
It's not. It's in fact coming out of...
Out of her orcish gob. It is right there.
Yeah, so I guess I kind of step forward, so it's even more obvious that there are
Gentlemen,
two entities.
The mage just gestures. Gentlemen, this is...
Ira Ashana.
She'll be joining you on your expedition out into the forest.
Era?
Era. Okay.
Like, ear.
Era. Okay, I'm just going to spell
Ear.
it
As Jackson would do.
phonetically. Ear.
There we
okay.
go.
It's 3 letters, and I made it as complicated as
Well,
possible.
Magus, and this is, of course, with all due respect to you and to our new friend here, is this fully necessary? We've surveyed the...
We have no idea what you're
We've
walking
surveyed
into.
the woods. We know it.
You've surveyed the woods, but we don't know what is going on beneath that one building. Frankly, another set of hands would be helpful just in case something does go awry.
And a set of paws.
Exactly.
And I reach out to scratch the kitty.
Can I, smack his hand away?
You may.
I mean, are we not taking Jeremiah and the rest of Final Flight with us?
Not into the woods.
That seems like an incredibly bad idea.
They made it very adamant that they were with us to the end, and I don't know if you noticed, but Joe and Jeremiah can very clearly handle themselves.
We're not going into the... We're not... Maybe, once we head south to Concentre, but we're going into the woods, my boy. They're not going to need to bring their cart in there, and...
Well, I mean, I didn't think that they'd bring their cart, but...
There aren't paying audiences in the abandoned woods.
They definitely do lose their cover out there. You guys will be taking this on solo.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
be
fine.
keeping an eye on the Final Flight for safety purposes while they're here in town.
Sounds good.
They're a good group. Keep track of them.
Magus, I have a question for you, Magus.
Mm-hmm.
Are you in charge?
Locally?
No, of the whole save the patrons ordeal.
That actually goes up to the counselors. So there are several people in charge.
Yeah.
Among them is actually Miss Sebulwark herself.
Right. That I knew.
Why do you ask?
Because, from a militaristic standpoint, this whole quest has been a patron-damned nightmare.
Guide damn.
There's no guide. Thank you. Guide damn. That's it.
There we go.
Let me take that again. From a militaristic
Absolutely.
standpoint,
Okay,
this
okay,
whole...
try a third time.
No, I can't do it.
Take 3.
From a
Now sexy.
Once more, with feeling.
From a militaristic standpoint, this whole patron ordeal has been a goddamned nightmare. And I don't know who's in charge. I don't know who we report to. I don't know if anybody's even on our team. We've got the Final Flight out there with us, and we're told to keep them safe, and that's our cover. And then it turns out that they're in on the whole thing. This is a red tape and logistics nightmare, ma'am. Throughout this, I have stood up and gotten a little angry. And with the ma'am, I just bring it back down.
Was there
a
at
bit.
least one, fist on a table, or,
Jesus
Ooh.
Throw an
Christ.
arm angrily.
That was a bam.
Holy!
Well, Jackson, the Final Flight's always kind of been in it with us. Remember the whole deal at the beginning is they didn't really know what we weren't supposed to like ask about their compensation and whatnot. Like they've kind of been brought in on this on some degree.
And I don't know how much I'm comfortable with that anymore. There's clearly someone on the inside, and then you start to see Jackson's head lock up, and steam starts to come out of his ears a little
Does he
bit.
turn red?
and you can see the gears like trying to turn, and it's right there, and it just whatever the next thought is.
Jackson, are you
just-
worried that there is someone who is leaking our location to people?
That's
You think
it.
there's a mole?
That's
Because-
it. There's
Because
a
frankly, we
something.
sort of make a spectacle of ourselves wherever we go. It's no wonder
and
that
I
they have the
have
ability
done
to
my
find us.
best. I have done my level best to make myself quieter.
That is fair.
And I applaud you for that. And then I'm gonna take a step back.
I mean,
Just
the
in
last
case.
place we were, Mordecai entered a prize fight under the name of Mordecai.
What was I supposed to go under? Some bullshit fakey fake name?
Quite literally anything else, Mordecai.
Oh.
We haven't been making the greatest effort to hide our efforts. We're very vocal about where we are and when. I do not think it's a problem that someone is leaking the information. I think it is just we are loud as fuck.
Okay, so we just need to change that? Is that what we need to do then?
Maybe
Zafir?
going to more covert, I think might be nice.
I can do covert.
Okay, good, because I have this makeup
Oh,
kit,
Jesus.
and if we're all going into the woods, I think we all need camouflage makeup.
I'm wearing
s-
my camouflage.
I'm kind of already
yeah,
green,
I'm good.
so-
Yeah. High five, Ira.
I say no need, and I reach behind and like pluck a couple strings, and I turn into just a human man. I cast disguise self.
Hey.
And
Oh!
hello, I am Laszlo Sose. It is very nice to meet you.
I hate it. Change
Look
back.
at that.
Change back. God.
Bling, bling, bling.
Oh, this is very
good. That
unsettling.
voice was killing me. Oh.
Oh no.
Hold on. Wait a second. Zafir, how did you turn back? Show me how to turn back.
Oh
What have you
no!
done?
Jackson.
no.
Oh,
It made
God.
it sad.
It was a magic thing. It's not a permanent. I don't want to spend another spell
You spent a
slot
spell
doing
slot on
this,
that joke?
but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming we might get a night's rest. Why not?
Jackson just sinks back down into his seat.
God, my heart.
But yeah, you've met Zafir's alter ego Laszlo Sose, a
Is this his-
mild-mannered banker who
I'm sitting between a sad Jackson on my right and a insane Zafir on my left. There's a panther behind me. I just look at the Megas as like, so when are we leaving?
You can leave tomorrow.
All right.
Take a night's get your you have accommodations here at the Mages Guild if you'd like them, and do with what you will. You can all leave at dawn. That'll get you to the forest right about early evening.
All right.
How much gold do I have?
Not much. We spent a lot.
I don't know.
and then
How
we
much
had
gold do
drugs.
you have?
You did.
Oh no!
I'm tapped out.
I
I
have.
sworn I had it written down somewhere.
I have significant gold.
I have several gold.
I have.
I have 90.
Several.
I have 90 gold is where I'm
I have-
sitting at the moment.
Several. I have 110.
I'm just, we're
I also have a
we're
shopping
back
list.
in Despera, bitches. Let's have a party.
I'm good.
I have
If we're leaving
240.
at dawn,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like a half-hour party. Like a
Right.
real quick party.
Yeah.
Let's catch a tight 4.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
That's
do have
all I
a-
need.
I do have a couple things. There are 2 things I wanted to do. Around
Okay.
just brief things around the city today.
So, all right,
Sure.
we'll see. We'll go in the morning, Magus.
Yeah.
Bye, and we walk out.
Yep.
I guess I follow
So
behind.
so
Yeah.
Are you
Sure.
coming with us, Ear?
Ira.
Sorry, Ear.
There
Are you
go.
coming with us, Ear?
Better. I don't see why not. I have a contract on you. I guess it starts now.
Yeah.
Wait,
That makes it sound like you're
what?
hunting us.
Yeah. Phrasing.
Let me rephrase then. I have a
Please.
contract with a non-disclosure clause that I signed that was worded to keep you safe
That's better.
as soon as you entered my charge.
I appreciate that this world has NDAs.
Right.
Good.
I know a lot more than I needed to.
That's fair. We're
So-
pretty weird dudes.
We have a babysitter now?
We've got a new friend.
That
Yeah.
I would.
I prefer the term
I-
babysitter.
I don't.
All right.
I feel bad for our babysitter.
Me too.
Just wait until I turn into a dog and run away.
Or
What'll you do then? I'm
I'm gonna
kidding.
send karma after you
Oh,
and drag
oh.
you back.
Oh God, can we please see the panther fight the dog?
No, I'm pretty sure there's laws
It wouldn't be a
against that.
fight. It would just be sad.
Oh shit.
is there any sort of big event happening in Despair this evening?
Roll an investigation check.
That is a 14.
Apparently, somebody actually pulled the money together to do a resurrection at the temple today.
Holy shit.
Resurrection?
We're going to go see this,
Oh.
right?
Holy shit. Yeah.
Will there...
Yeah. It's more
I don't
than
fucking
that.
know. Someone's coming back to life. I
Mhm.
want to see that shit. What?
Yeah. Oh, let's go, please, and thank you.
Are there free refreshments?
There's only one way to find
I
out.
look at you and I go, I got you, and we'll go.
Let's go.
You all make your way off to the temple. Jackson, you've been here several times.
Yes, I have.
This is kind of where you first went off on your religious experience.
That is a good phrase.
Yes. The entire first floor is cordoned off, but the four of you are able to find a spot to watch from the second floor on a balcony that looks over the first. As everything starts off, the lights are dimmed and the body is brought back in. This person has probably been dead for a couple of days at least, and the body is wrapped in bandages. And what's different from normal is that there is a big wooden channel that has been erected in the center of the temple, and it runs from the second floor down over a central altar and then out the door on the first floor. The body is placed in the altar in the center of the room on this channel, and then the ritual begins. It's a quiet and somber affair. It starts off with a lot of chanting and singing, and then eventually as it goes on, they open the channel and water floods into the channel, creating a river down the center. A couple of minutes later, they start adding herbs, and eventually divine magic itself is poured into this central river. For a moment, the river seems to grow with a really bright purple. And then this body sits up, coughing and sputtering, and all of the friends and family, people who pulled, some of them, their life savings together to make this happen, rush this person in the middle, and they very, very weakly get out of this center, off of the altar and out of the channel.
The moment they
And
sit
they're
up,
led away.
Zafir like stands up. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, no, I was gonna get up and start clapping.
Now, standing ovation all around. Some people are like, oh, we're doing this. All right, fine, whatever.
You're one of those
Alright.
people, like, alright, it's fine.
Yeah, just like,
It's alright, I guess.
did you see that?
Now, this is a once a year, if that kind of event.
Oh,
And even then, it pretty rare.
Do we know?
Oh, let's go.
Do we know who
let's
it
go
is?
Go get turned, eh?
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check to find out.
Can I
Typically,
as well?
that information is. Yeah, go for it.
Everybody.
Typically, that information.
16.
17.
16?
History, you said 18.
Okay, yeah.
I rolled a natural 20, so...
Oh. You are all able to find out this information. People be chatty. Even though the temple typically does not release this kind of sensitive information, you find out that it is the son of one of the leaders of the Carpenters Guild. He was killed in action trying to defend against some bandits, and this guy used a pretty large sum of his personal money and some company funds in order to make this happen. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to do this evening before y'all head out? Yes.
Yeah, I have 2 things I'd like to do. They can be as short or as long as they need to be. I want to go visit Mr. Taldway.
Okay.
Just pop in, say hi, at the very least, maybe have a drink.
Sure.
And then I would like to, around the place, like the town square where the Festival of Wax was, I want to go to where I remember the entrance to the Nexus was, and maybe just have a sec to reconnect with the Wanderer since we're in his home base.
Absolutely. Okay, so you'll be doing that. Zephyr, do you have anything you'd like to do?
I mean, I just want to go go to the salad bowl, and see good old Barty boy.
Barty.
Okay.
So here's a question: I can't cast disguise self on anyone else, right?
No, it's called.
Well,
correct.
I didn't know if it was just like that's its main use, and so. Because, sometimes spell names...
You're talking about, minor illusion.
Well, yeah, I have that as well. I'm just wondering if there was a way that I can... if you wanted me to sort of alter your appearance so when we walk in to see good old Mr. Ender, if you wanted some... maybe to not have to explain this again.
No. My ears are out, pointy, and proud.
Okay.
Way to go.
I am elvish,
He's owning
and I'm proud. I'm elvish, and I'm proud.
Hashtag elf pride.
Holy shit! What a cut.
Yeah,
That was a deep.
How long
pull.
have I been
Alright.
elfish?
Speaking of elvish and proud, what would you like to do, Jackson?
I would like to find a library while it's daylight.
They certainly have one of those at the Mages Guild.
They absolutely do. And Ira, what are you gonna do?
I'd like to hit up the market, get a couple
Okay.
things.
I need a drinking buddy.
I will join you there momentarily, Saphir. I do not need to sleep anymore.
This is fair.
So I will go back in the order that we are going to actually, because everybody except for Mordecai has one thing, we are going to start and finish with Mordecai.
Sure.
So Mordecai, you go to Mr. Taldway's house and you knock on the door and he opens the door. Oh,
Tobias.
oh, look at you. Look at you.
How's things?
There are things. How are you doing?
We're doing all right.
Good.
Real quick, because I don't remember in character.
Yeah.
Is
Mhm.
Tobias read in on the whole patrons thing?
Yes, because you had because the Wanderer kind of helped you get your initial boost with
Yes. That's right.
with your druid magics.
Yeah. So yeah, we were we've hit all the northern cities. Have been doing okay so far. Mind if I come in?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
So he brings you in, and he's actually just sitting down to dinner. So he pulls together a plate for you and gives you.
Thank you.
And gives you a drink and listens to your adventure so far.
Yeah. We chit chat. Tell him about Norwalk and all the craziness of Planeswatch. At some point, I probably demonstrate just a quick wild shape just to show him how my training's going along.
He gives you a golf clap.
Turn into a bear.
Still can't get rid of those sideburns, can ya? I know, it's tough.
I shift back out. Yeah, we're stopping back in here before we head south, but we're actually heading back into the forest north of here.
Yeah, for what?
When we bumped into the sleeping seer, we had some visions, some prophecies that the seer threw our way. Mine took me back into those woods in the big building with all those tar monsters. Yeah.
All right. Well, be careful going in there.
Yeah, we're gonna have some extra hands, but yeah, I'll make sure to.
Good.
I'll be sure to stop by before we leave again. It was nice to see you.
You too. Take care now.
I reach
All
out,
right.
shake his hand.
Good grip.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye,
Jax,
Tobias.
All right, actually, we're going to jump to Jackson because you both are going to be going to the bar. So, Jackson, you go to the library. Do you go to... Now, you got a choice here this time.
Uh-oh.
And you actually know where both of these places are, so even better. You can
Yes,
go
I do. What
to the
awful
library.
puns do you have? Hit me.
I have no puns for you today.
Hit me. Oh, I'm so disappointed, Chase.
I know
sad
I'm
now.
the fucking worst. So you've got either the library at the Mages Guild or the library at the temple. Which do you prefer?
I pick the library at the temple.
Of course you do. So you go on in and you sit down at the library, little lending library that they have in there. It's not quite as impressive as the one as the Mages Guild, but you've got some more religious texts there which suit your current proclivities. What do you do?
I'm specifically looking for books on divine healing and healing magic.
Absolutely.
As channeled by the gods.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
9 intelligence.
You do have to get help. You are able to find them, but the librarian sees you looking at the books outlining the proper ways and techniques to use Divine Smite, and is like, no, that's not at all what you're looking for, dear. Probably gonna want to use one of these over here.
See, I thought healing started with an S.
Now that you were thinking saving, which is very close, very close to what you're thinking.
No, I know that saving starts with a P and it's silent.
Yeah. I'm gonna get you some grammar books as well, my young friend.
Please do. There is a very wonderful woman in Norwalk that I should probably be a lot smarter for.
God bless.
God.
That's... So you take an hour or two and you sit and you read, and eventually you do make your way over to the bar, everybody's favorite, the Salad Bowl. And you and Zephyr are there hanging out. And Barty's standing behind the bar and he greets you both like, hey! Look at you two!
Bart, it is you!
Going up in the world.
You haven't...
How's mall jail?
How is the mall jail? Is it great? Is it
And
going
he
well?
leans forwards. We don't talk about mall jail, guys. Come on.
Who do we
You
need
don't
to
talk
go find and take to mall jail?
Nobody right now. You're not on a job for me.
No, we're not, but we'll still do it. We'll do it anyway.
Beautiful. Well, first and foremost, Bart, and
I thought you were really against mall jail. What happened?
But
I point at my ears. A lot of shit, man. Just a lot of shit. My entire outlook on life is different now.
he his lawful goods sort of standpoint shifted to chaotic pretty quick. After his first face stab, I think things went a little chaotic afterwards.
You didn't see him turn around or like actually get the beers or anything, but he suddenly has 2 beers in hand and he hands them to both of you and he sits down and he is willing to listen to whatever stories you want to tell.
I gotta tell you, Zephyr, Grumpy Dowds ain't got nothing on the salad
You
bowl.
mean Grumbly Dowds?
That's what I said.
all right.
I just realized.
How many have I had?
Dowds.
Are you fucking
Grumpy-
kidding me? You
Grumpy
just now
Days.
realized you dip?
You're serious?
I just realized that.
Oh boy.
I do not believe you. You're fucking
No,
amazing.
I just put 2 and 2 together.
Hate you.
I'm so sorry.
Sometimes 4 is a long walk, guys.
All right, Zephyr, I'm done. Zephyr, tell your story. I'm gonna go read my healing book.
It has been a long, strange road, Bart, I tell you. All right, first and foremost, I guess after we finished our job with you, we foiled the bank robbery. Then we were helping out with the Festival of Wax, and look at that. Mordecai got a patron inside his body. Then we had to go and find a whole bunch of them. It's been a time. Goliaths are trying to kill us.
I didn't realize that Bart was read in on the op. Zephyr.
That's the mole.
Oh shit.
Hold
That's
on.
the one who's leaking.
Bart,
Now you have to kill
that's the mole. Like, I have eyes
about-
on my arm. It's been a time, man. Oh.
Are we about to have to silence Mr. Barty Ender?
Hey, we can trust Bart. He's a friend. And if not, we can put him
He
in
just
mall
gives you a
jail.
thumbs up.
We can't put him in mall jail. We will put him in his own mall jail.
How about this? I will, first and foremost, you're a good man. I like you. I'm going to grace this place with a song. Because I now know how to do this.
All right, roll performance
Oh,
check.
beautiful. All right, so let's, yes. My performance is now
Very
a
good.
+6, so that's nice. So that's a
Oh,
23.
Okay.
So I get on top.
I have a question.
All right.
I have a
Yeah.
question. Should we make Zach sing first and then make the roll? Because I want to hear whatever this song is Zach's about to sing for us, but I don't want any preconceptions about how good it's supposed to be.
This is fair. I don't know, Chase. How would you like to? Why am I talking to you in character right now? How would you like things to go?
If you would like to sing, that is your prerogative. I am not going to.
Oh, that's fine. I
make
get
you
up on a
sing.
table and I go,
Do it.
everyone,
do it.
this is an oldie but a goodie. And I, the where it began. I can't begin to know it. And I try to see if I can get the bar to do the ... And we'll see what happens.
Roll a persuasion check.
Our persuasion was a 17.
I am singing
Okay,
along.
the bar da 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 da.
Yeah! Da, da, da. Sweet
All right, then.
Mordecai's
Yeah.
mom.
What are you doing?
Ba, ba, ba.
Somewhere, wherever as Mordecai is en route to his next destination, he just looks up in the sky. There's a disturbance in the force.
It's like someone talked about
Shrugs,
my
moves
mother.
on.
I can feel it.
I heard she was hot.
She's got like that scary hotness.
Anyway,
Yeah. Yes.
Maddie, what are you purchasing?
I would like to get. Let's see, we're going to this ruin in the woods, correct?
Correct.
I'm gonna look for some grappling hooks. I'd like to get 2
Okay.
of them. As well as
Okay.
a components pouch and some more ammo.
Yeah, you are able to find all of that. Just use the Player's Handbook
okay.
prices.
I have it all tallied up. So.
Cool.
Right.
So you are good there.
I'd like to stop back. I'm going to make a strong character decision here.
Okay.
I'm going to swing by the market, and though I've spent 11 games building up my identity as a hammer-wielding barbarian
Uh-oh.
Mhm.
Uh-oh.
with the insurgence of plants and the ineffectiveness of hammers against plants,
Mhm.
I would like to see if I can trade in my maul for a great axe.
Okay. You will. How much gold do you have?
Do you
0.
need some? I can
Okay.
give you some.
We have gold. I have gold too.
Well, let me play something out first. So you are literally trying to 1-for-1 trade.
I also have this machete.
Okay, so
Which I traded my Warhammer in for back in
I-
Planeswatch.
want you to make me a persuasion check.
That's very unfortunate.
Can I still be
I
in the
know.
market, like witnessing
Oh,
this whole
hey.
thing as he's going through it in his head?
Sure. Okay.
I actually
what did
rolled
you
an
roll?
18, so...
Okay. You are able to go to a blacksmith who's working, and you kind of, hold out your hammer, and he's like, "Oh, tradesies," and they're Hold on, let me actually roll in a pose here,
Sure.
and they're down for it. They are down to kind
All
of
right.
like, it's been a while since I've seen another maker's mark up this far. Yeah, all right, that works. And he
All right.
takes your hammer, and he passes you a brand new shiny great axe.
About to be rolling them D12s.
Yeah. It's... I'm sad to see the hammer go, because I set myself up to essentially be a hammer bro from Mario.
Basically.
But in all throughout Planeswatch, I was like, I can't hammer plants to death.
I mean, you could. It just wouldn't be super effective.
Not with that attitude.
That's right.
Trading out the mall for a great axe. Sorry, fan artists.
Yeah, thanks.
Let's restart all your drawings. I'm speaking to all future
Just
fan artists.
furiously
as well,
erasing
who,
everything.
Okay.
Do it.
All
It can
right.
be a pre-battle axe, a pre-battle
Look,
axe Mordecai.
just like Human Jackson is still valid art.
I'll practice a little bit, just like
the
get
new
a
girl
feel
didn't
for the
come and
great
get
axe.
a drink with us.
You didn't invite the new girl, so
I did. You said you were going to go to the market, and I said I needed a drinking buddy, and then you didn't say anything. So,
oh, that was to me. Sorry,
yeah.
I can't hear you all the way up here.
I don't know. It's actually that. From what I know of Yara, that's pretty on
As
brand.
you were talking, I wasn't listening.
I invited you, and you didn't
Alright.
want to hang out.
Well, maybe I happened to be in the same bar, and I hear this song, and it sounds so familiar.
Yeah, she's like across
Like-
the way.
She's walking
Da,
through. It's like,
da, da.
Okay.
Wait, that's that lizard dude.
Oh.
I do have a pretty distinctive voice.
Alright, so we'll just say that I somehow
you do.
managed to show up at the salad bowl.
On a good day, when Zephyr sings, kind of sounds like Tezande.
Who?
Oh my god.
That's the
chocolate rain guy?
Chocolate rain guy.
Chocolate
rain.
Once you've had a few like cough drops and have loosened up
the
a little
podcast
bit.
over.
Yeah. After I wet my whistle a little bit, and man, that bass.
Tezande, friend of the show.
Yeah, Tezande, friend of the show. I love
You
it.
like slammed 2 shots and then it just...
right along with Dule Hill.
I can't sleep so well anymore. I spend the night, every time I finish a page, just out of the cleric book I found, out of habit, I turn to the scroll to see if I have a letter,
Oh,
and then I turn to the next page,
that's cute.
Mm-hmm.
and then I turn back, and I go to the next page, and it just it doesn't even become like a thing where I'm sad every time. It just becomes
It's
habit.
a bummer, man. She turned her read
Right.
receipts
Like checking
off.
your phone.
Jackson's very much a
You
creature
could always
of
send
habit.
like traditional letters.
Absolutely.
What?
But they're not. There's not as fast.
As
But
fast as
magic
the scroll that
exists.
isn't responding.
Well, it's her, not me.
Can we go back? Because I was really proud of my
Wait,
read
I'm
receipts
confused now.
line. Just throwing it out
It was
there.
excellent.
Thank you.
Yes,
Very good, Zach.
Yes.
Thank you. I just need validation every once in a while. Damn.
Yes,
love
read
you.
receipts for my fantasy email.
Also, some sour punch bites, because those are delicious.
Friend of the show.
All right.
So, sour
episode
punch
brought to you
bites,
by-
friend of the show.
Okay.
All right, I think Chase is gonna kill us if we keep talking.
Okay, well.
Oh
hold
no,
on,
you
before
passed that
Chase
long
jumps-
ago. Murder is in all of your futures. Mordecai, you make your way back to the part of the city where you were supervising the Festival of Wax. Hold on. 1 second. I need to make a roll for a
Festival?
thing, though.
The festival, the King's Festival.
Yeah, that one.
Okay,
Directly into a fire.
I'm trying to make Into the Woods references without actually saying Into the Woods.
Well,
Right.
I still haven't made a Newsies reference
fair.
yet, so it's coming.
Right.
I mean, we'll be out there
Um,
carrying the banner through it all, man.
You get to that part of the city and you start walking down the paths where you think that you were being led initially, but unlike last time, they are not transforming into the Nexus as it was. And eventually the Wanderer pipes up.
What do you think you're doing?
oh, I'm just kind of. This is where we met. Kind of.
Wandering.
I'm just. Thank you for that. I was just
Sorry.
kind of. I don't know. I figured you'd like to kind of poke around your old stomping grounds a little bit.
Oh,
I wasn't trying to get into the Nexus. I was just kind of being around.
fair enough. Well,
Yeah.
you and I haven't had a chance to talk in a minute. Is there anything you want to know? Anything I can help you out with? You seem to be on the right path as things can go.
I had a question, just as you know, you're a bit of a higher being. When we were back in the inn, when we were attacked, Did you catch a glimpse at the like pyre they were building?
Oh, I saw it all right.
What's up with the Forest Lords? Are they real?
Oh,
Are they
yes,
behind everything? The War of the Wilds?
They are very real, and they are the driving force behind the wilds of the forest. I have no idea what their goal is, though, and that is what unsettles me.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot. I'm very old. I'm not allowed to tell you everything I know, and frankly, I wouldn't even if I could.
Right.
But there are very few beings in this world whose motivations I can't suss out. And I tried very hard back when this all started, but they were secretive and single-minded, and I had to play my cards with who it made sense to.
I'm just trying to, know your enemy and all that.
Absolutely. A wise tack to take.
Why are they after you guys in the first place? Do you have any inkling toward that?
I wish I knew. I really do.
Alright. Well, hey, thanks, and I cast Produce Flame, make a little fireball.
Sure.
Well, thanks to you, I'll be able to roast up these bad boys pretty handily, I think. So, they're gonna get what's coming to them.
You all did quite well back out at that inn. You protected those folks well. I would not want to be on the other side of us at this point.
That's reassuring to hear.
Alright. Does anybody else have anything that they would like to do?
All set?
No, I played the show of my life.
Yeah, you do. Thank you for joining us here on Another Path. You can find our website at anotherpathpodcast.com, on Twitter at anotherpathpod, and on Facebook at facebook.com/anotherpathpodcast. You can support our efforts by donating over at patreon.com/anotherpath, or by giving us a rating and review over on Apple Podcasts or whatever podcast reviewer you prefer. You can find me on Twitter at TQLoudly, Ryan at Ryan_Albrecht, Griffin at GriffCold, and Zach at ThatGuyZachRob. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a new episode, and until then, remember, good times never seemed so good. I'd be inclined to believe they never would. Oh, no,